Right. Hi, my name is Colette. I just wanted to welcome you to my blog. It is Sunday the 29th of July, and I've just spent the day watching a bit of the ladies cycling, the Olympic cycling through Kingston, and had some lunch with some friends down in Surbiton and just had a really lovely day. So I've gotten back and I thought to myself, I fancy something, just a little bit sweet but not too naughty. And I thought that I would show you how to make an instant chocolate dessert, which is gluten-free and dairy-free. So for any vegans or vegetarians out there, this is a great option. And for those of you who are dieting and maybe want to get off the sugar and get off all the dairy products, then try this. It's a great option and it tastes lovely. So I'm going to use some ingredients that you might or might not, you may or may not have seen. So have a little look at the list. And let me know how you get on. It's so easy. Now, I'm going to stand up so you're going to see the ingredients and not my face until I come down here. So just bear with me for a second and let's get going. Okay, so to start off, what you're going to need is some kind of wand blender. Okay, and I've got a really cool little one here from Lakeland, which works beautifully. Then some tofu soya. This is the silken one, which is smooth and is fantastic for desserts. You can also make like omelette type things in pans with vegetables and things. So if you don't eat eggs, it's a great option for you. Okay, then you need a few little ramekins. I've got six little ones. They're like the 6 little ones you get from Goo, from Goo chocolate desserts and things like that you can buy in the supermarket. I use Green and Black's cacao, which is great, or you can buy just a raw cacao from your health shop. And Bon Pomme do a great option. This is the lucuma powder I'm going to add, and this just adds a really nice texture. It's got like a maple flavour, and you just need a little bit, just a couple of teaspoons, and it just changes it somewhat. Then I'm going to add for a sweetener. I have come across this stuff, which is divine. This is premium organic sugar alternative. So it's coconut, it's like a coconut sugar, and it tastes beautiful. So this is what I'm going to use. I've just picked it up from Ocado. They do it direct. Alternatively, you can use the following things, any of the following things. Date syrup. So you're looking for like a low GI sweetener that's not going to send your insulin levels sky high. This is the key. And you want something that's going to just appeal to your taste buds. Now, date syrup tastes like dates. It's beautiful. I really like this over yogurt, in cereals. In fact, I use it in my muesli, and I'll post a recipe later on this month. I'm also going to add, or in fact, you can also use maple syrup, or you can use agave nectar. And if you eat honey, obviously you can use honey if you prefer. Okay, so it'll be one of those sweeteners. I'm going to go for the coconut sugar today. And then at the moment, I'm just loving coconut, and I've come across this. This was bought for me by one of my friends for a birthday present, and it is coconut pulp, effectively. That it's like coconut butter, like peanut butter would be. It's coconut butter, and it's got a beautiful texture. Obviously, it tastes like coconut, and you can literally use it like you would a peanut butter or some sort of nut butter. So I'll show you the inside, and I'm going to add this today. So there you go. All right, so I'm loving the flavour of this, but I'm going to add this today. The chocolate pudding is beautiful without it. All right, should we get on? So, easy as. I'm just going to bung everything into this container, and you'll see where we go. All right, so here we go. No longer my face, I'm standing up. Cheerio for now. Okay, so the silken tofu comes in a container that you just cut to open. So easy. My bin's right here. Squeeze it in, and you can see the texture of it. It's quite solid, but it's very smooth at the same time. And it's a great alternative to any sort of egg-based moussey pudding. It's not going to be as light, but it certainly is as delicious. So to that, you can see I've added all that in. To that, I then add a couple of teaspoons of lucuma, and this I just got from my local health shop. Let's see if I can open this container. There we go. a couple of full teaspoons. I have tried it with a couple of tablespoons and it is just too much. It does, the texture becomes a little bit grey. I'm going to do like a little bit. So 2.5 teaspoons of ala kurma. Then the sugar you really need to add to taste. And this isn't all that sweet, so you might find that if you've got a fairly sweet tooth, you're going to need to add some more. I'm going to add 4 tablespoons, and 4 heaped tablespoons will be more than enough to satisfy my taste buds. It's quite a lot, but again, it's a natural sugar, it's raw and unprocessed, and it's not overly processed, and it's just a really, really low GI product. So you are doing well if you're getting your head around that. Then I'm going to add, I like things really, really chocolatey, so I'm going to add 3 heaped tablespoons of cacao powder. And I've tried this with vanilla essence, I don't like it. But again, you can, play around and find something that suits you. At the end of the day, this is all about you finding something that you absolutely love the taste of, that isn't going to, like I said, send your insulin level. That's about a tablespoon of this stuff. It's all I've got left. But I'm going to use it all and get it in. This is just the most beautiful stuff. You can get it online. I got it from a friend, but I've just managed to order some direct from a shop over Amazon, so you can get it quite easily. All right. So stick on the lid and blitz. It's as simple as that. Now you might find that you need, if you're not using a runny sweetener, you might find you need to add a bit of soy milk or some water, and I'll add a little bit of soy milk when we get there. So I'm just going to give it a blitz. A little bit noisy, guys. See how we've done. Cool. I'm going to give it a little stir. I'm going to show you where we are. In fact, I don't think I need any liquid in this. I think it's absolutely fine without it. Just taking all the bits off the edges. So can you see it's becoming a little bit like an instant pudding, and the texture is quite firm, and that's exactly what you want. So it's going to start mixing up quite nice. I'm going to go back onto the blender. Let's go for it. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. Perfect. So it's now nice and smooth and ready to be dished in to my little ramekins. Looks beautiful. So it's like a very light buttery texture, which I think is really lovely. Okay, I'm going to take the blade out and then I'll show you where we are. Cool. I'm going to give it a quick whisk just to make sure I've got all the bits from the edges. Have a little look. What do you think? Gorgeous, isn't it? Okay. Now, as always, the proof is always in the tasting. So I'm just going to move these little ramekins in place here. And then what I do is I just cover them with a bit of cling foam and stick some in my fridge, 1 or 2 in my fridge for one night, and then the rest goes into the freezer. And it freezes really well. So, there's no excuse to go out and buy rubbish from the shop when you can make this yourself at home for, in very little time, and it's actually quite inexpensive to do, and you know that you're getting healthy stuff without any rubbish in it. So, it's definitely worthwhile making the effort. And I'm doing this out while Rod's walking the dogs. So, I know it's going to take me just 5 or 10 minutes and I'm there. So what do you think so far? I mean, this is it's so simple. And so lovely, and I promise you now that if you had to serve this at a dinner party with, a really nice little sauce or some sorbet or something like that you've made, it's it's just going to be a beautiful dessert. So, just a little treat for a Sunday afternoon. So I'll probably serve this with some fresh bananas. Oops, sorry, it's not very good. I'll have to eat that one. Damn, I'll have to eat that one. Cool. Oh, yum. The coconut really does change it. It's beautiful. Oh man. So there you go. My nice, simple, easy, instant chocolate pudding. And really, I'd love to know how you feel. I'd love to know how you get on with it. And please just, post a little message on my blog. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy it. And, oh, divine, I'm sticking them straight into the fridge. We'll have a couple tonight. Thank you. Take care for now. Bye.